Welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, Timepants, and today I am taking requests again. Somebody posted in a recent video that we haven't been to the Weald in a while, and I agree, so here we go. We're headed back in. We are going to be venturing in darkness. I hope this is going to be an opportunity for us to make some money. It might be, it might not be. I mean, it really kind of depends on, just kind of the luck of the draw. I think we can get away without that, don't you? So this is a short mission, and honestly, I have to admit, I'm not exactly that well versed in short missions. I've probably only done maybe a dozen, maybe a couple more than that, in this entire 160 plus video series. So I'm still kind of winging it here, but yeah, you know, I'm really happy that people are commenting and that they are making requests, things that they want to see. Actually, I'm kind of channeling my inner DJ here, and I'm not talking about DJ from Street Fighter. I'm talking about DJ from, like, you know, and not from Full House either. I actually was a DJ for the college radio station when I was back in college. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, I really like it. When I tell people that, they're like, "Wow, really? Timepants, you were in radio. You don't really sound like you have a voice for radio," and I agree. However, I do have a face for it, and so yeah, I think I took to it quite well. Thank you very much. Ouch! Ouch! That is, this is not a great start. Okay, we need to be careful here. This has, oh right, oh my God. Oh no, we are out of position here, and this could be catastrophic. I think we just, well, this is not a good start. Not at all, not by a long shot. However, this is going to be a fairly short mission here, and we should be able to hopefully just kind of stabilize, and if not stabilize, at the very least endure. I hope so. This rake should be stacking up this debuff. I do seem to recall that rake stacks with itself. It has a buff where each additional rake does more and more damage does more and more damage each time. So let's hope that I'm remembering that correctly. That would be really, really helpful if I am right on that. And our Abomination's speed is a little bit troubling here. You wouldn't think that that's a bad thing, but when his turn comes up and he takes damage for being morphed, well, it is a bit of a problem then at that point. We might keep Inspiring Tune in the back of our minds. Now that said, I think this is the loadout that we're going to go with here. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we do need the damage at this point, so we'll go ahead and stick with this. Why don't we try this, though, because Dirk Stab is going to move us, well, not necessarily out of our effective range. Yeah, we'll go with Dirk Stab. Now, my purpose here for venturing in darkness is twofold. One, it has also been, like, in addition to... Ooh, nice. Not terribly useful, though. In addition to just the fact that, yeah, we haven't been running in darkness as much, I am trying to bait out a Shambler. It's been a good long while since we've fought any of those. A 57% chance to hit. No thank you. I'll go with this. Weaken this big boy here. Hopefully we can get him stunned before anything bad happens, I was going to say. But it's not looking like we're going to get the stun here, and there's no way that I'm going to initiate with her doing if it bleeds. I pray that Tree Branch Smackdown does not hurt us as badly as it certainly has the ability to. This might be good, though. From the back row, he's going to shuffle us, and that's no good. However, if anybody, like, if we had to get shuffled, this, I mean, it's not an ideal order, let's just say that. Let's see, she has a speed of 4, she'll probably go last, which means, yeah, Mortimer has a good chance of beating her. So you know what? I feel pretty confident about this. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
As the fiend falls,
and we have Dirk Stab, right? Right? I didn't forget that. Right? Right? I'm a little worried. Alright, I think Weakening Curse is the way to go. We really need to debuff this guy, because if he gets a big swing on us, good grief.
Body and brain.
What? Why? How in the world could we be getting crit this much? It's not right. That's insane. And now I'm really hoping that we don't bait out a Shambler, because, like, we'll just get jacked up. Like, if that happens. Okay. I think, like, I still don't like doing it, but I think we just have to go hard here and hope and pray that we get a kill before he gets another turn and wails on us. Alright. We're gonna get some fair, yeah, stress relief there, about 10 on each. Pretty good. Obviously, not ideal. We wouldn't have liked, we would have preferred, rather, to say that in a way that people actually talk. We would have preferred not to just get shuffled up like that, critted on. All of these things would have been nice, but we don't live in a fantasy land where we don't, yeah, we're not susceptible to the capriciousness of the RNG. We live in the real world, and sadly, that world can sometimes be filled with unfortunate incidents such as this, where it seems like every single time we encounter a group of enemies, things just, yeah, go horrendously wrong. I guess if anything can be said about, if anything can be said about this, it is that it seems like we have been doing about as much critting as the bad dudes. So, I mean, that's refreshing-ish. But even so, I'd really prefer if we could, yeah, get out of this without taking any more stress, because I would like to actually use these guys in the next dungeon run, and it does not look like that's going to be in the cards at all. And right now, I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do this. That 50% protection is going to be a tough nut to crack. But I feel like Yup is a bit of a waste. I mean, we could just get a kill here, but I feel like he's going to take his shot. It probably is just going to be a mark, and then we're going to try and wipe both of these guys out with an Abyssal Artillery. So maybe we go here. I mean, I don't like it, but I think this is probably the way to make the most of make the best of a bad situation. Probably. Alright. As expected, we got a mark prey, and so we are going to try and kill this guy as quickly as possible. Alright, you're not dead yet, right? No. So, one of these.
A decisive pummeling.
And, okay, he's dead when he takes his next turn. We're gonna stun, let's see, 12 hit points. And if we morph, we're gonna get, let's see. Alright, so we'll get about, what, 40% of that damage. It's not great. Yeah, I think we just take the stun. This is hard, man. Like, they don't tell you it's gonna be like this, but yeah, it sure as shit is. Like, things can go south on you real quick in this game.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
That's so disappointing. Please stop. Are we gonna have our abomination of all characters have a nervous breakdown? Like, I'm really glad now that we took the time to yeah, I'm really glad that we took the time to remove his disease that was like, what, frantic blindness, or I don't freaking know. Oh, I'm disgusted. This is really bad. Yeah, this is really, really bad. I don't think we can even justify trying to get the stress heal. Like, I think we just have to go as hard on these guys as we can. And, like, this dude was supposed to pick up the kill here. Maybe he still does. Let's try it. Oh, I would have been so sad if he missed. Alright. Let's try and close this out here. If it bleeds, it can die. Alright. Well, that was not pretty at all.
These nightmarish creatures
At least we got to eat a full 4 rations here, but yeah, we can't keep going like this. I mean, this could get ugly really fast. So, what do we do? If our oh my god. Jesus Christ, please, no. So okay. Let's start planning for the plan B. Let's get ready for that. I think we burn the shovel. Pray
Nature herself,
that
a victim to the spreading corruption.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I said that was my entire purpose for coming here. By the way, this sucks. If you didn't know, there are things that can happen in town, just spontaneous events that can happen, where I think this drunk ass went a little too hard at the bar and came back with this -5 speed penalty. Whoops. So we've got to live with that now, and obviously that's not making our lives any easier. I'm half inclined to just have our Jester hop in the back row and, I don't know, start playing music to try and get this stress down. But by the same token, oh no. By the same token, I don't really know if that's going to be any better for us. I mean, we can only get that stress down on one person at a time. And yikes. Yeah, we can only get that stress down on one person at a time, and that, I don't know if that's prudent. I think we just need the offense. Alright, this is actually good. Let's see. Weakening Curse.
Precision and power.
I'm at a bit of a loss here. I don't really know how we should handle this. Yeah, this could be... Wow. I was gonna say, that could just be the stress spiral right there. And I think we actually just take the kill. And then, okay. How do we proceed next turn? I think we try and stun you. We try and take the kill here with Weakening Curse, maybe? I think that's the more damaging one. Yeah. Not that it really mattered at 1 hit point, but just good practice. It's important to have that distinction in mind. This is scary, man. Like, we really cannot afford for this guy to manage to actually get one of his big scary stress attacks off, but that is a very, distinct possibility right now. Here we go. Is this the game apologizing? Like, is this an apology for what you've done to me? Like, what happened earlier? I appreciate it, but a little sooner would have been nice. Like, I wouldn't have complained if this sort of lucky break had happened, you know, maybe 4 rooms ago. That would have been nice too. But at the very least, we're still trucking. Nobody's had a test of resolve yet. So, I mean, not all bad news, clearly. And a little bit more stress relief. I think we can afford to spend a bandage here because there's not too much dungeon left to go. But, man, this actually is a perfect illustration of everything that I hate about short dungeons. Like, Red Hook, I know you're trying to figure out how you want things to run, how you want to balance camping and balance dungeon length and things like that. let me just give you a little heads up. Camping is not the problem. These short-ass dungeons are definitely the biggest problem. Like, please, Red Hook, please, fix this. Like, holy lord. Look at this. We've only gone, what? We've only actually traveled through 5 rooms, right? And we went from... Let's do one more. We went from being at 20s for stress, teens to 20s. I made a big mistake. I have to own this. This was my mistake. If we don't get a stun here, we're in some trubs. And we're not out of the woods yet, but at the very least, we kind of got let off the hook by just going first and getting that stun. But we got to get a kill nowish. So how are we gonna do this? All right, got one down, and we just have to go hard on this guy. If he howls and we get hit, stress is gonna happen. That's gonna happen, and I think we're just gonna have to say, you know what, dungeon, you got the best of us. We'll be back later. But like that commenter said, it has been a long time since we've been at the Weald. Let's enjoy it. Let's kick back. Let's enjoy it. I'm actually gonna take a drink of my tasty beverage right now. Just one moment. Excuse me, Darkest Dungeon. I'll be right back with you. What is that? This is Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout. I usually just drink water when I do this, but you know what? It's a weekend. I had first full week of on-the-job training at work, and I would say I earned this. So I'm just gonna have a little drink of adult beverage there. I guess it doesn't really matter what we do. This guy's dead the second he takes a turn anyway, right? You fucked. Alright.
Perhaps the turning point.
You know what? Let's keep going. Let's find out what's in this one last room. If it is like the collector or something, well, whoops. Like, my bad. And I forgot to rearrange the party. But you know what? It's nothing. So we were just disorganized for an incredibly underwhelming surprise here. Excellent. So
soldiers and supplies.
We're gonna take,
Let them arrive.
or sorry, we're not going to take. The Abomination is gonna take a much needed breather. Hop back to the bar, have a couple drinks, and he's just gonna try and unwind because that was a very stressful little outing. But all in all, pretty fun. It was nice to go to the Weald again. I don't think we've done the veteran level Weald, so it was cool to take the Abomination there, see how he fared. He was pretty good against those giants, so yeah, I think he's pretty well suited for it. Except for, whoops, there was that. Oops. But it's all right. It's fine. It was fun. It was good to do. So he's moving up in the world. What do you want? What do you think? Next time you want to see about these guys? Nah, probably not. Mortimer's brain's fucked right now. So instead, probably another high level mission. Let's see if we can come up with a fun party. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.